How long ago did you know that we would be seeing Maude in a director's chair one day? Was there a moment that you thought like, oh, I bet she'll do this?
I don't know, because she's kind of dabbled in a bunch of different things, and I guess maybe like 10 years ago, she's bossy. Actually, no, that's not true. When she was very little, she used to like force us to talk her animals, to talk them, and she would say like, talk that, talk this, talk that, talk that. So I guess that's like a director in the making.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely, yeah, and the bossy part.
Yeah. Bossy.
Yeah, amazing. That's so sweet. What's your favorite thing about your mom's acting?
I love how my mom can do like super hard comedy, but also super, super grounded. It always feels grounded. She's like the queen of that.
Yeah. Obviously she's your daughter, but what else makes her different than directors you've worked with in the past?
She's really nurturing, and she like creates a very safe space for everyone to experiment and just like, try things with the like improvising, and she doesn't ever make you feel like you're saying you're being ridiculous, which we are.
Yeah.
So,
did she set any boundaries for you on set? Is there any rules for mom?
Rules? I want to like hug her and like touch her all day long, and I got the feeling from her in the beginning that I needed to like, respect her space.
Did you have any boundaries or like any rules for her while she was on set?
No, I think we kind of just had a mutual understanding of what was happening, and I think we were like, yeah, it just worked.
Nice.
We worked really well together.
I asked her, and she said that she just wanted to touch you and hug you and just to like be all over you, but then realized like
boundaries. No, she wasn't. Yeah, she was good. She was good.
What makes Maude different than other directors?
It's her first time. She's still learning. It's so exciting. You just are kind of like, it's like when you're a baby, you're just kind of learning and taking everything in, and you're open to creative things. I think a lot of directors are very much like have their way of doing things, and she doesn't, and that's exciting to figure out with her.
How was it seeing Maude really turn the story into real life?
So amazing, and she made it her own, and like she just killed it. Like, I can't believe this is her debut. She's a filmmaker, and I'm so excited for her.
How was the experience being on this set, being a part of this film?
It was cool. Judd Apatow is a very dope guy as a person. We chatted a lot. Maude was totally in control. I love that this is her first project, and she did exceptionally well. She knocked it out of the park, in my opinion.
How was your experience working on this film, having Maude as a director?
It was awesome. I loved working with Maude. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do it, and it was really great. And this kid to my right was amazing in it. They all the actors in this were so good, and I was afraid I would feel like an outsider because I'm older than them. But they were so nice and funny and sweet. It was such a good time.
How did she compare to other directors you've worked with in the past?
I mean, I felt I wouldn't compare directors because I always have loved the directors I've worked with, but what I loved about Maude is like she always knew what she wanted for each shot and each take, and then also really encouraged all the actors to pitch her alternate jokes, and that's my favorite thing. And so it was really fun to just be like, hey Maude, after we get the scripted part, can we try this? And she would always say yes, and it just was, she's so great. I think people are gonna love the film.
How was it witnessing the whole Apatow affair? Because we have Mom, Dad, Maude all right here.
It was amazing. I mean, it felt like we were all making something as a family. You know, we got to be a part of that, and Maude was an incredible, like, deliberate leader in that.
Yeah, how was she as a director with this being her first?
She was really, really great. There's a lot of improv in this movie. There's a lot of tricky character stuff, and she was always zoned right in. We would do a take. She would come on a set, say 100 things, and we would all be like, yes, 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 roll, roll, roll. Like, it was this hugely creative process, unlike anything I've ever had the privilege of being a part of on a film set. Like, I had the agency to participate in the creative process.
Yeah. How was the environment with it being such a family affair with Maude directing, Leslie being in it?
Great. I mean, I grew up on sets. I know it very well, and like having family around was just all the more comforting and safe environment.
So you play Leslie Mann's character's daughter in this film that is directed by her real life daughter. So what kind of conversations did you have with Maude about the role and the relationship?
It honestly was less so conversations and more so genuinely watching their dynamic and watching how they communicate and interact with one another. It was so interesting and helpful, honestly, because to get to see they're so close and they do have this kind of like telepathic communication, and getting to watch them just be themselves and how comfortable they are and how much they're able to kind of joke and like how they truly communicate with like an eye roll. And it was so I feel like maybe that's
big stars.
maybe listening to herself.
Yeah.
But it was but no, it was amazing. Just the fact that they were there and I was able to kind of look to them as inspiration was really cool.
How was it witnessing this whole family affair that's happening with Leslie and Maude and Judd?
So special.
Yeah.
They work so amazingly together, and it was so cool to see. And you know, they have a language that they then share with us, and it was just like incredible and so familial.
You said that you learn a lot from your own kids. So what is something that you learned from Maude?
Man, I guess perseverance actually pays off in the end, and you don't actually need anyone to help with your dream. You can pretty much get it done by yourself, but it always helps to have parents that are powerful.
Tell me about this story. Why was this the story to tell?
So it's based on a true story. It's based on my own mom, who audited a poetry class. Actually, in real life, it was a screenwriting class, which is sort of ironic. And she became friends with 2 male students in her class. And I thought, what if they fell in love with her? So
Nice. What did your mom think of the idea when you first brought it to her?
she was like, please, God, no, don't do that.
Incredible.
And now I have her blessing. She's in full support. So
It's cool to see Leslie and Maude talk about like being best friends, even though they're mother-daughter.
Really are best friends. It's like they're not lying at all.
Do you feel that same way with any family members?
I feel that with I love all of my family very much, but I think definitely my best friend at the moment would be my sister. She's like, it kind of like goes in between through the seasons of who's the favorite, but I think this summer my sister's been like she's been a good one.
When do you sleep? Because Broadway, you're here,
Yeah.
you're doing it all.
Like an hour ago,
Okay.
I slept a little bit.
Nice.
Not very much.
You've spoken about when you were doing Licorice Pizza that you had to deal with a lot of nerves. That one time you even threw up before a scene.
Oh my God, yeah.
Is that something that you still deal with, or have you been able to deal with it?
It's been a little bit better. It's been a lot better, to be fair. And I will say, like, for this set in very much particular, I was like, without a doubt, the most calm and most comfortable I've ever been on a set. It felt like I was floating, like genuinely, and it was just fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, how often do you and Renee Rapp connect over the fact that you both were the winners of the Jimmy Awards in 2018?
I mean, we've stayed in each other's lives. It's been a second since we've chatted, but we like went to Disney World together a few years ago. I love her. I am so proud of her. I think she's amazing.